It's Nolan. It seems I've been missing from the scene, but I'm always coming right back. In the city, just a couple niggas with me, cause I know I gotta watch my back. And I'ma be the realest when the dog falls out, and I'ma still be standing when the sky fall out. They say it's gang gang till it's time to roll out, but when them things bang, where them niggas at now? Real nigga for life. They thought I disconnected from my essence, huh? Rocking shades, but never blocking my blessings, Come from a place where it's dreary like fatal fury. The hardest fight that you face is a jury. We never worried, nigga. Ain't seen a marriage, but violence coming, we grown for it. Gun smoking, new pause, death and stuff in new force. True gore, blue tour, shooting at your coupe door. Niggas catch a body, then rap about it on TuneCore. That's why I'm distant in my DMs. Rappers trying to be friends, but I don't think the meet's in. I've been on some business, building LinkedIn, signature like in stores. Won't even touch your fucking track without an invoice. Develop habits to elevate in my brackets. I notice most of my peers to get comfortable being stagnant over 10 years, trying to plant my feet in the ground, but not a taste of victory is about as sweet as it sound. Yeah. It seems I've been missing from the scene, but I'm always coming right back. In the city, just a couple niggas with me, cause I know I gotta watch my back. And I'ma be the realest when the dog falls out, and I'ma still be standing when the sky fall out. They say it's gang gang till it's time to roll out, but when them things bang, where them niggas at now? Yeah, I had niggas turn their back cause I ain't blow up quick enough. Now the sun's picking up, I see they started moving sus. Every other day somebody tryna pick in my brain. I got consulting fees for that, my boy. Shit done changed, I need What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. All right, now y'all know Nicki Minaj has been going crazy for the past week or so. There's a lot going on in the Nicki Minaj universe, atmosphere, circumference. I don't know what the hell you want to call it. Orb, black hole. Whatever you want to call that shit, man, it's turmoil, okay? It's motherfucking, it's some trouble in paradise, no Chloe. You feel me? Now, before we get into all that, if you enjoyed the song that you just heard, that song is called Fallout. That is also from the Southside Nolan album. I'm telling y'all, man, all these records that I've been playing on the intros have been from this same album. I'm seeing y'all in the comments like, man, I'm rocking with the intro music. The way the music got me going. Get the album. Pull it up on your streaming platform, whichever you prefer. Or you could buy it on iTunes, easy. Or you could buy it directly from me on realjnolan.com. The links are below for whatever you choose. All right. Now, let me go ahead and get my little header here. Nicki's been going on rants about users for the past week or so. Everybody's been trying to play whack-a-mole with this shit, trying to figure out who the hell is she talking to? Is she talking about Ice Spice? Is she talking about JT? Is she talking about other artists under the heavy on it umbrella that have not been discovered fully, right? We know for sure Tate Cobain is safe. Everybody else I don't know so much about, right? London Hill, I believe, was out here doing some writing, doing some stuff like that. But people are also saying that some of these jabs might be directed at her. I don't know. We're going to listen to it. We're going to, go off of what some of the people out there are saying, especially those that are a little bit closer to the Nicki Minaj atmosphere, the Barbs, what they've been saying, right? And then, of course, we're going to bring up a little bit about Baby Storm in just a little bit because the storm is still storming, you know what I mean, in terms of her alleged discomfort or discontent, malcontent with the friendship with Ice Spice. She's got problems with Nicki. She don't even know Nicki, but apparently she's got issues with her. And she even took some shots at K. Michelle on some really random shit. So it's pretty safe to say this girl, if she been sitting in a rocking chair, she off her rocker. You know what I mean?
She's definitely a curveball on a practice field. The shit ain't hitting no more, man. Okay? Now, let's just start with Nicki on her rant about users because all the audio from Queen Radio Stationhead, I know it's hard to listen to it, it's hard to sit through it. But the only way to get into the mind of a Nicki Minaj is to let her speak for herself. If I try to translate everything she said, I'm going to get mixed up. You know what I mean? So we might as well let the Riddler do what the Riddler do. Now, just for transparency, some of this stuff may not be in chronological order because people are sourcing video and audio from Queen Radio on Stationhead, and there's not a lot of people out here that are properly, labeling this stuff. They're not properly detailing like at what point in the show she said what about who, when, and where. So it's definitely a puzzle to even find this shit. Like the Barbs be going crazy when she's saying this stuff. They taking little 6 second, 8 second clips and trying to make them go viral, but they're not doing anything, any service for people that are outside the fold, which, to them, they probably don't give a fuck because as long as you're a Barb, you're along for the ride. But for those of us that are actually trying to keep track of what she's talking about, who she's talking about, why she's angry, you know, it's a little bit tougher. Now, within the rant, she does make note that she speaks in riddles and speaks in code on purpose because her smart fans are going to know what she's talking about. Those that stay tuned in on a day-to-day basis. She's getting on Stationhead 2-3 times a day sometimes. So it's a lot to keep up with. So only her true fans would be the ones completely dialed in. But we're going to make the best of it and try to figure out where the hell she's leading the people. You know what I mean? Especially when there's so many others that could be being targeted in the midst. So we want to see where those shots are aiming, right? So let's give it a shot, y'all. Again, I know y'all don't be liking her voice. I know y'all don't be liking the pauses and stuff. I think she acknowledged the other day that she speaks slow so that people can understand and she doesn't have to repeat herself. I think that's the method behind some of the madness. But let's just move forward. All right. So here's one clip. Let's see what she's got to say.
Instantly, whenever you sitting there chomping on a real big fat meal, a big fat steak dinner, instantly the real is something that sets in, and there's a moment where you think, Dag, I remember when I couldn't. I remember when I didn't have it. I remember when you never have, someone doesn't have to walk up to you every day and say, hey, remember when, no, it's just inside of you. When you walk out in front of 20,000 people, and you about to rap, something inside of you remembers when you was walking out to a lot less than that. And that then kicks in and it causes you to give the next thing you give, which is normally or should be gratitude. But there's another component to gratitude. This is the other component to gratitude.
All right, so that's one clip. I don't know why they didn't keep recording, but some people don't have those check marks on Twitter, so they can't record or they can't upload more than 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Some of y'all motherfuckers out here that's trying to get your blogs popped off and stuff like that, you might want to go ahead and pay for the Twitter Blue, goddamn. You can upload shit as long as you want, right? Upload the whole motherfucking show if you want to. Let people really hear what's going on. But as you can hear, she's talking about people eating steak dinners, talking about people going up on stage in front of 20,000 people, and remembering when you didn't have it, when you weren't able to do these types of things. The natural instinct should be to show gratitude. However, there's another component that can kick in instead of gratitude. She's been going off about users, people using her, people taking her kindness and exploiting it to a certain degree, which we've never known her to be this like super philanthropist rap chick. You know what I mean? We never known her to be like the lady that just puts everybody on. Don't tell me doing a song with a motherfucker and then cursing them out for the next eternity of their life counts as being generous. All right? So clearly we're talking about somebody that she allowed to grace the stage. Now, to my knowledge, we have not seen London Hill grace the stage with Nicki Minaj during none of this Pink Friday 2 rollout. You know what I'm saying? We know that she was supposedly signed, but the people that we've seen come out on stage for Pink Friday 2 tour in front of 20,000 people would be JT, Katie Got Bands, Malibu Mitch, Akbar V, Bia. We know for sure she ain't talking about none of these niggas that she done brought out on stage because they've already established themselves. Niggas got their own labels. Niggas got all type of shit going on. So it got to be one of these ladies that she's had under her wing. Right? And it ain't much of a warm wing. You know what I mean? It's like when you put in that motherfucker Uber Eats order for them wings, but your ass ain't want to pay for that priority and that shit come and it's a little bit cold. Ain't no warmth under that wing. Oh, shit. Where's the other video where she continues talking about gratitude? Let me see if I can find that.
But there's another component to gratitude. This is the other component to gratitude. And let me tell you something. You know what game I love? You know what game I love playing? Fuck around and find out. That's one game I love playing. There's another game I love playing. It's called Act Fucking Dumb on Purpose. It's when people act fucking dumb on purpose.
I don't want to put no words in Nicki's mouth here. I can only speak on my assumption or presumption of what she means here. So when you play the game of fuck around and find out, she's basically saying to someone out there, if you think the grass is greener on the other side, because let's keep everything in perspective, right? For the past week or so, she's been talking about people that are affiliated with Heavy on it, who is and who isn't, who's signed, who's not. I have not heard the actual footage or audio, but people are saying that she offered a deal on Queen Radio on Stationhead to JT, where she asked her if she would like to sign to Heavy on it Some people are saying that JT hung up the phone and got off the live when that question was asked. She probably tried to act like her phone service went bad or something. I don't know. That's what I've been seeing. I have not heard the audio. I haven't seen anyone circulating the audio. I know she was for sure on there with her a couple days ago, but I did not hear that segment. Um, there's also a segment out there where she was trying to defend JT, right? Basically saying that a lot of people were trying to get into her head and try to make her feel like she's not enough or not good enough or that she doesn't deserve great things, right? So there is that audio out there somewhere. But again, if you defend somebody, you go up for them on that level, but then you also ask them to be on your label and they hang up on your ass and don't give you a concrete answer, I could see where things could go bad. I don't think Nicki really likes JT all that much either. I don't even know if JT really likes Nicki like that, right? What y'all say in the comments the other day about Ice Spice and Baby Storm? These fake industry friendships. You know what I'm saying? These planned out PR friendships. That's what I be thinking is going on. That's just me though. Now Nicki's got some more shit that she been talking about. In this one, she talks about the smart barbs knowing what she's talking about, who she's talking about, all of that type of stuff. It's about a 2-minute clip. We'll try to get some sort of inference on what the fuck going on in her mindset. But again, she's letting it be known. And she's calling people dick eaters and users, you know, which we're going to address the whole dick eater thing in a moment. But we got more audio we're going to play from Nicki just to try to understand. Well, I don't think we'll ever understand until she comes out and says names and puts an actual address on the envelope. But till then, we'll keep fishing and digging around.
They showed you who they were before. So it's not their fault, it's your fault. Yes, it's my fault. When they show you believe in bam. You know the thing about users, they get used up too real quick. You know by who? You know who uses them up? Exactly. And we won't say any words, we won't say any names. But then you gotta realize, you gotta ask yourself why certain people be around certain people. You know why I can be on Stationhead after a 30th sold out arena? Because I do whatever the fuck I want, when I want, how I want. Because I have a strong relationship and belief in God. No one can get in between that.
Okay. The Riddler is out. I mean, her next motherfucking wardrobe at the show need to be question mark suit. Okay? Just get your question mark suit, okay? Cause this shit here, nigga. Whoa, shit. We've got one more for y'all where she talks about someone being on their 30th failed business doing music and still trying to figure things out. From here, we're going to try to get to the bottom of some of these, you know, relationships or whatever going on. But let's just play it. Let's humor Nicki for a moment. Another 2 minutes or so. Then we'll get back to I don't know, our investigation of sorts. It should not be this hard. It should not. It really shouldn't. But you know, I know y'all have y'all I know y'all have your explanations, your reasons as to why y'all think she's this way. I've told y'all a couple times I refuse to feed into that narrative only because I can't confirm it, only because I haven't seen it myself, only because she's never been stopped and been found um, with any illicit substances on her. So I will not say that. But the stuff does seem a little odd.
Oh, you ain't supposed to. The ones that's the oh, let me tell you something. You might not never know what I'm talking about. It's some bobs that know everything I'm talking about every time I talk. You know why? Tuned, tuned. You see, there are some people who they out here sucking dick, eating ass, um, um, sucking dick, eating ass, you know, trying to do music, trying to start their business for a new business, they new 30th business, um, failed business. Um, they out here booking clients, but being mean to their clients, and then you know. But see, but say, sweetheart, you see all different directions. So many different directions. Now me, I set out to do what I knew I was going to do. And I've been doing that. I was working on that. And once I made it, I was working on that. Some people, their focus is in so many different places. They'll never succeed at any one thing. The lesson to be learned here, don't be mad when you see Barb's acting like they know what I'm talking about. First of all, why the fuck do you care who acting like they know? I never in my life cared about who was acting like they knew.
All right. So from there, she talk about people that's out here sucking D, eating the groceries, doing whatever they can to get where they trying to go, starting businesses, failing at those businesses, booking clients, all of these different things. And I feel like she's being specific without being specific. Like she's actually telling real shit, but you got to know who's in her circle that's actually doing these things to really understand who she's talking about them and why. Me personally, I don't have enough time to just be fielding out the entourage of any rapper in the industry. If the motherfucker ain't next to you in a
They
music
showed
video
you who they
or doing something of value, don't be trying to jump in my goddamn conversation. Um, then I ain't gonna give two motherfucks about what you got going on until it becomes relevant. But as it stands, we do know this much, right? We do know Ice Spice popped off with Munch, right? Drake hops on the wave, says that this is the hottest song in the industry, blah, blah, blah. Everybody goes up. Cardi parties with her. Cardi submits a remix to her. Remix never gets cleared, right? She ends up linking with Nicki. She called her the princess of hip hop, all of this good shit. Next thing you know, some sort of partnership is announced, heavy on it, slash 10K Capital. Only time we saw that 10K Capital heavy on it collaboration is Princess Diana remix. Right? Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. Since then, we haven't really seen Nicki and Ice Spice do shit. Billboard asked Spice, hey, this album you got coming out, Y2K, we're going to see a Nicki Minaj feature on there. She said, I hope so. I would love to, but I haven't reached out to ask. She's done enough for me. I don't want to be a pest. I don't want to bother her. If she never does anything else for me, she's already done enough, right? I think she said a lot without saying too much. I think she was already aware of the situation that, hey, ain't gonna be no Nicki Minaj feature on this motherfucking album because she's already pulled back from me, but I gotta make nice in front of the camera because we not trying to put no shit on blast. So we gonna keep it love, we gonna keep it nice, we gonna keep it straight. But it was already finito by then, and this is last year, right? They did the Barbie World shit. The Barbie World shit might have been done well in advance for all we know. Because with the movie and all that type of stuff, and they're building a soundtrack, that takes time. That wasn't something that they did overnight and just released it. All the clearances, all the different versions of different tracks we saw going around. We even had a Icy Girl, Sweetie version, all of this different type of stuff, different versions of this Barbie shit that was trying to go for the soundtrack. So, for all we know, those two records could have been done somewhat in close proximity time-wise, right? She sent her an offer, hey, let's do this thing. They partner up on a record, but they didn't partner up on an official deal, right? They just signed an agreement, possibly, that says, when we work together, I gotta own it. It's you know what I mean? Try to upgrade, try to, let me actually be a part of your career. Let me give you some, now we good, right? We saw that story play out where she talked about, what was my guy named? G. Roberson going into the fold of Ice Spice camp. He advising that Ice Spice and her team don't come sign over there. So we already know she's X'd out the fold. They may reconcile at some point just to save face. I'd love to see it just to confirm that all of this shit is phony. But we already know Lil Shawty, she got her medicine already. And Nicki's already addressed it. When it comes to JT, we already know that they have a storied past because JT had things that she had to say about Nicki. Nicki made her come on that motherfucking live and repeat every motherfucking bar of that song. Public humiliation ritual, as they call it. Since then, she's been referred to as a lapdog. She been going hard, talking about she gonna bow down to the queen of rap. People been saying that she's a dick eater. Let's even pull up JT addressing the dick eater comments because people have been calling her that for a minute.
If Nicki Minaj walk up and say any bitch in the comments saying I'm eating dick, anything, they're gonna bow down. This internet shit is not real. Like, these bitches on the internet just talking behind a screen. They not going to see Nicki Minaj and not bow down. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, please. It's like, I don't care. I don't care.
Real.
And I know this gonna be like everywhere. And that's why I really hate when I have to go deep into that because it just make people mad. And I don't know why it make people so mad. Like, that shit make me mad. It'll make people mad. Like, let people do what they want to do. Let people support who they want to support. If it's female unity, if it's female all of that, then what's the problem when it comes to Nicki Minaj? Like, please.
I believe the problem people have with you is that you allowed yourself to be publicly bullied into supporting her. But if that's the route you want to go, you might as well change the tune in all your songs. All that aggression, all that come up, run up, get done up type shit, all that I beat your ass, all that shit got to go. You know what I mean? We seeing this play out in real time with J. Cole. Like, people say, hey man, I said it myself. If you ain't gonna show up to the battle, we don't want to hear you invite no more battles in your music. That may be a harsh critique. That may be looking at things a little bit too literally, but it's when you get called on the exact thing that you speak about a lot in your song. Yeah, somebody's going to be like, I don't believe you, right? You supposed to be the boss. You supposed to be the city Cinderella. You the big shit out here. But you allowed yourself to get publicly humiliated on live in front of millions of people to repeat what you said. And I'm not mad about you repeating what you said, because you said it and you stand on it. You got to. But then you find yourself bowing down and you publicly come out and say, I'm going to bow down, and anybody else in my position would as well. When we've seen it's a couple motherfuckers that ain't bowing down. So, whatever. We got the whole JT thing. They come together. They do that fucking remix. Super. Some people call it Super Freaky Grandma remix. I would just call it SFG remix. She was able to go out there on the tour, show up and do the show, which they looked good for the most part. She looked good on stage. It was nice to see her in front of a big crowd instead of the barbecues. That was fire. But it seems that things have gone a little bit left since that show. Again, Nicki Minaj said, you come out in front of 20,000, you start thinking about when you weren't able to do this, you should have some gratitude. But again, nobody on Heavy On It has been brought out on stage to share in that gratitude. So who are you talking about? JT is a potential shot. Now, when it comes to London Hill, not much is known about her, in my personal opinion. I've only heard the name on the press release when she came out and talked about the label. I haven't heard no London Hill music. I haven't heard no features, no nothing. Now, what I do see is that around 2022 is when London Hill got on Nicki's radar. She supported one of her records and put her on like this song called Look on Me with a couple different ladies. You had Lady LaSure on there, you had Spice on there, you had Nicki on there, you had London Hill, and someone by the name of Eve. I don't think it was the rapper Eve that we all know though. It was like a dance hall rap joint. So that was their first collab. Might be their only collab. 2023, the label gets announced. She's in the fold. But now people are trying to say that London Hill might be targeted in these Stationhead rants because she recently took Heavy On It out of her bio. So she's no longer claiming the crew, no longer claiming the label. There's some people that also are saying that London Hill is out fielding offers and negotiating and trying to procure her own record deal, which would mean she's no longer claiming Heavy On It and she's about to go sign elsewhere. This also makes sense in that theory because remember when she said a few days ago, when you leave here, you want to go off and do your own thing, they always come back to me. Right? So this would make a lot of sense for London Hill because we only really know about you because Nicki talked about your song a couple years ago. She played your record on Queen Radio, did a remix with you, put you in the official press release when the label was announced. So if you go out and you try to field offers or try to see what people are willing to do if you're trying to secure your own deal, because clearly you didn't sign an actual deal with Nicki to begin with, people are going to call around and ask questions because we only know you because you were sitting next to Nicki Minaj. So now folks got to say, hey, we got London Hill in the office, or we trying to get paperwork together to make her an offer. But we just got to make sure, is she signed to you? She's telling us that she's not. But the narrative has been that you had this girl signed on papers. At that point, the ball is in Nicki's court to say either, yes, she is, no, she's not, or she could give a little bit of details and say, well, I was planning on signing her. We were doing like some trial and stuff like that. We never really had a conversation about her leaving, but I guess she's going out trying to do her own thing behind my back. Right? So at that point, if people start calling Nicki, checking and trying to see what homegirl's status is, She's looking at the situation like, I see what you're doing. You wanted to use me to get your name popping, use me to get up under my situation, use me to get connects in the industry, use me to build up a little whatever. We already had an agreement of some sort, but you want to violate that to go elsewhere. I can understand the frustration of anybody in that situation because you've opened up the doors, you've opened up your resources, whatever those resources may be. She, out of everybody else, I've only seen her stand next to Tate Cobain and London Hill. I don't know them other motherfuckers, right? Y'all barbs can educate me on whoever else is over there. Them two I've seen, and Tate Cobain more than anyone. So if that's indeed what's going on, I could understand why you feel like you've opened up your doors to somebody. Y'all had an agreement, y'all had an understanding, whatever that may be. But now they're going to a different, you know what I'm saying, to beat of their own drum. They going out fielding offers. Maybe they thought that you were going to feed them a little bit more. Yeah, you've been allowing me to get steak dinners, but where's my opportunity to pay for my own? Where's my opportunity to actually be a part of something? I've been under your wing. Why was I not on the Freaky Girl remix? Why was I not on Pink Friday 2? Right? What the fuck is that? You're on a world tour with Monica. Monica's only coming out doing 15-minute sets. You're performing out on the stage for 3 hours. Why I can't come out there and open up when people are just coming in from the parking lot? Why can't I get a 10, 15-minute set while motherfuckers are still getting concessions at the bare minimum? People that actually want to get their talent out there and want to get in front of the world are going to ask those questions. Some people may ask later. Some ask sooner than others, or start just wondering, what am I doing over here? I'm repping the set. I'm repping this crew. I'm repping this label. I'm really not on no paperwork. I'm not really getting no money, but I'm repping. How long am I going to rep before I get my opportunity, get my shot? I don't know that to be true, but I'm just saying the narrative that it could be London Hill makes a lot of sense because she's been sitting in the back. Now, I'm quite sure most of you guys, because I know I probably haven't heard none of her music. I want to take the opportunity to try to play something because she actually can rap. She actually sounds good. She reminds me of kind of like a Remy Ma almost. She's from the Bronx. She's got that, she's got a very strong voice. Flow is pretty good. She could rap on drill. She could rap on other styles of beats. She can rap. I understood why it made sense for Nicki to get next to her and bring her into the fold. Get a young rapper, a spitter. Keep your energy. Keep your pen sharp. You getting older. You're not writing as much. You're not as confident in your music. Get next to a young whippersnapper that's just cranking shit out. I'm not saying that this girl was writing for Nicki. Let me be very clear. I'm saying you get next to somebody that's bringing that energy to help you get back in your mode, right? 3 years ago, I was saying she needed to do that anyway, is to get around some of these hungry young artists that she could get some energy from. She did that, but it's not playing out the way that it needs to. So I'm going to play some shit from London Hill real quick, just so we can hear what type of artist she is, what type of potential she has, because we may see her again at some point if she's out looking for a deal. We may see her a year or two from now, and she may get some buzz. She already got 100K followers for whatever reason. Out in New York, they know who she is, but outside of those tri-state lines, you know how it go.
To 'em. What they feel like. Yo, I'm a hot demand bitch and my work yo chapo. Levels to this shit, tell them get off my crotch hole. Kill a body, but the stick ain't a prop show. Keeps it real ill like a kid with a snot nose. I'm a hot demand bitch and my work yo chapo. Levels to this shit, tell them get off my crotch hole. Kill a body, but the stick ain't a prop show. Keeps it real ill like a kid with a snot nose. Yo, I'm backed by popular demand. I'm her in real life, they only popping on the gram. I have bitches laid out like they trying to get a tan. Bury you on your feet just to make you understand. I'm a hot demand bitch, hot demand bitch. Come to getting money, they ain't got the bandwidth. I'm talking bags I can cop land with the stick in drum. I can start a band with. Told her to with whoever. I'm killing these gimmicks honestly. You bitches stand-up comedy. Most commonly you feel like Griselda. Really bringing work in. Get off my genitalia. I'm really in my Birkin. I'm a hot demand bitch and my work yo chop.
All right, so that was London Hill. I'm guessing that song is called High Demand or El Chapo. I don't believe that it's out, but it was a little preview that she put out. And like I said, she gives me Remy energy. She gives me Remy vibes. She's BX rap all day. I could understand why Nicki got next to her. She's not the greatest rapper, you know what I mean? But that's only one piece. That's one sample. She has some other stuff that I could have played that's more like New York drill, but I'm not a New York drill fan. She could kind of double time the flow and stuff like that to the speed. So she's versatile enough. She's skilled enough. And, you know, she didn't really have her look together that day. She looked like she probably was just in the studio vibing. But she's not an unattractive lady either. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand why she was in that circle. Unfortunately, it seems, hell, she's clearly not repping the set no more. So even if Nicki's not directly talking to her today, I feel like she's talking to all of these motherfuckers. I think she's clearing house. Like she said, if you wasn't on Pink Friday 2, we don't see your name on Pink Friday 2. I ain't talking about no ad libs. You're done. All right? What's that motherfucking what's that book? What's that book company? Publishing Clearinghouse? Yeah. That what Nicki on. We publishing Clearinghouse. You could get your books back at a discounted rate. Get the stepping. Oh man, but I'm wishing the best for everybody involved. Even Ice Spice, even JT, London Hill included, because I feel like nobody's gonna have like a real high level of success being around this lady. She's got main character syndrome very bad. So even if she allows you to gain access to her fan base, it's going to be very short-lived because she has to be the center of attention. She will lend you some attention, but just like a queen in a castle, I will give you some favor. I will treat you nicely, but don't you ever in your fucking life think you equal to me. You start sniffing yourself, I will send you back to whence you came. And that type of energy is not conducive to a relationship in the music business. That type of energy is not conducive to any relationship in real life. Stop trying to live out a fucking movie character. Be a real person. You might get some better results. And this is not to hate on Nicki Minaj. I'm not against her in any way. I think she's against herself more than anything, which is why she doesn't seem to play nice with others. All right? So that's my assessment on that. Now, moving on to Baby Storm, right? Because again, the storm is still storming. Let me go ahead and pull her up. She woke up today still choosing violence. And we're going to speak on it. Right? Now, let me go ahead and try to find her goddamn page. If she done deleted some shit, I know something going on. Okay, so she stopped. Okay. Now, the last thing that I told y'all the other day was she put up a promotion for her music, and then she put up a post talking about she loves being pretty and dark skinned and perfect. I don't trust nobody who feels like they perfect. I used to have a homeboy. That nigga, he was like a heavy, like real religious type nigga. And he said, man, I feel like I'm perfect. I've done everything that God said I was supposed to do. I've been perfect. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay. I don't live in your mind. But okay, I know you. I don't trust nobody that would say no shit like that. So, apparently, she got some sort of rise out of Lil Nas X when she went on her rant the other day. I don't necessarily know what the fuck he said. But she says, by the way, I already knew Lil Nas X would be the one celebrity to respond. I baited him, and it was easy since he is a barb. Thank you for the free promo, Montero. You really put my career on the map. Now, I would love to see what the hell that nigga said. Just like I shared my screen with y'all the other day, I'm gonna share with y'all once more so y'all can see what Lil Nas X said to her. He says, I'm flattered that you think my outfit was genuinely inspired by your party sitter monster. Hold the fuck on. Inspired by your Party City Monster High dress. Log off the internet and have your psychotic breakdown with an audience like the rest of us, baby girl. Oh no! Nigga took it there. Damn, not the Party City. I told y'all her shit looked more like Carrie than goddamn his shit. But there you have it. I ain't even know homeboy said shit back to her. I kind of wish he didn't. Because I feel like this gives her a little bit of extra credibility to what she was saying, that they had met before and all of these types of things. Because the way he responded, he didn't say, I don't know you. He didn't say, I ain't never looked at your shit. I ain't never seen your shit. I ain't never heard your shit. You know what I mean? He said, go have your psychotic binge on stage like the rest of us. If you crazy like that, find your audience. I don't know. Y'all let me know. But that, to me, with him saying that, it didn't feel like he ain't never heard that name before. Or he ain't never known shit about her. Feels like there could be some credence to the fact that they've met a couple times and he might have said, I fuck with you, which is why she thinks he's inspired by her. That's just how I'm taking it. And if I take it that way, then that means I also gotta at least entertain what she was saying about Ice Spice and all these other motherfuckers. At least entertain it. And the more I've sat with it, I'm like, I think it might be possible that some of this shit is real. Furthermore, she continues to go in on Lil Nas X. She says, nobody in the music industry fucks with Montero, by the way. Everybody knows him as a weird-ass barb. I don't think people are identifying him for his barbhood no more. That was him before. He's always been a fan of Nicki. But I think more of us today know him as Lil Nas X, the gay rapper, than as a barb. And I'm not saying the gay rapper as a slur or to be disrespectful. I'm saying that's what he's mostly known as. Furthermore, she says, even Nicki, his queen, refused to do a song with him when he asked. Embarrassing ass barb. Tell Nicki she can't hide behind you and the rest of her minions. I see you, Nicki. So she's still trying to bait and get a reaction out of Nicki Minaj. She says, and because I'm psychic, oh God. This is where you fucked up. You want to throw that psychic shit in there, man? Young Metro don't trust you. And neither do I. She says, and because I'm psychic, I always know what's coming next. I always know. And I'm always protected. Keep it coming, Nicki. It was a beautiful day today. I spent my day in a park. I know you haven't been to one of those in a while. Hey, yo, when niggas want to try to fuck out of this lady, they know the exact button to push. I know you haven't been to one of those in a while. Gee, Willikers. Sheesh. Furthermore, she says, maybe I'll post the messages of ISIS admitting to physically abusing Riot tomorrow and me telling her to stop and seek help if I feel like it. So now she's alleging that Ice Spice is putting her hands on Riot. You know, the guy that's producing her music and allegedly her lover behind the scenes that she allegedly cheated on. She says the cheating was bad, but that wasn't even the worst part of her relationship with him. The worst thing she did is the domestic abuse. She beats the fuck out of him. And he has never hit her back. Riot has always been pure. Here you go with this pure shit. Pure. And a true man of God. ISIS was always the evil one. You keep calling niggas evil. His love for her is the only reason he put up with it. But after speaking to him yesterday, I'm sure he left her. If he hasn't, I'll still post the screenshots of her admitting to the DV so the world can see. Go ahead and post it then, goddamn. Please, if you got it, go ahead. Because your credibility is very thin. She says, I think I'll save what ISIS really thinks about Nicki until the end of the week. That'll be my big reveal. Be ready, Barbs. I have what you're asking for. So she's alleging that she's got proof that Ice Spice really don't fuck with Nicki, and she gonna try to put it out at the end of the week. Furthermore, she says, remember when Lil Tjay publicly asked ISIS for her watch back last year? I guess Lil Tjay gave Ice Spice a watch. She says, Lil Tjay threatened to kill Riot because she was playing with him too, and ISIS did not care. Now, of course, you know I gotta go look this up and see if Lil Tjay asked Ice Spice for a watch. I gotta go look it up. Damn, y'all. Hold the fuck up. Hold up, y'all. Since I don't follow these motherfuckers, it's gonna be easy to reel me in. Because I don't know what the fuck they got going on. I don't know who dating who. I don't follow Ice Spice that closely. February 15th, 2023. At this point, if Ice Spice was really dating her producer Riot, this would seem a little bit fucked up because he's allegedly been her boyfriend since day one. But they say Ice Spice and Lil Tjay sparked dating rumors with pricey Valentine's Day gift. And let's be clear, they could easily have been trying to just feed into this to spark some controversy, get people talking about them. New artists do this stuff all the time. They link up, make it seem like they dating. We see that roll out with Ruby Rose and Drewski right now. Some people believe it's real, some people don't. But a good dating rumor always gets people talking, right? So Ice Spice and Lil Tjay are the latest hip-hop duo to spark dating rumors after the Calling My Phone rapper purchased a pricey Valentine's Day gift for the Munch star. On Tuesday, February 14th, Jeweler to the Stars, Benny the Jeweler, posted a video on IG showcasing a new watch he made for Ice Spice at the request of Lil Tjay. The timepiece is a rose gold Richard Mille RMO5 that usually sells for tens of thousands of dollars. In the clip, fans can see the diamond-encrusted watch in all its glory, with Benny dishing out details of the watch, which comes with a white band and an assortment of diamonds on the watch face. When you say you the king of the city, you gotta step different every time. New Richard Mille RM05 rose gold gifted to Ice Spice from my brother, Lil Tjay, he wrote in the caption. Damn.
We got a gift here from my brother Tjay. This is six-figure Richard Mille RM005 rose gold.
Damn.
With a white band. Ice Spice, come pick up your gift.
Damn. Damn. It didn't take long for fans to start speculating that Ice Spice and Lil Tjay are an item, especially when such an expensive gift is being given on Valentine's Day. Damn. Fans have been keeping a close eye on Ice Spice and Lil Tjay ever since they popped out together last November for a Thanksgiving turkey giveaway in the Bronx. Then, of course, we talked about the Gangsta Boo shit yesterday also. Damn. That's all I can say. Hey, I told y'all when I have an opinion and my opinion change, I'm open to changing the shit, man. She might not be fully lying. Now, I don't know where he asked for the watch back. I don't see that. That could have been something in a story of his that he put out, because I don't follow him closely, so I didn't see the story. If he did, Um, Allegedly, the watch was valued at $150,000, not tens of thousands. And he claims that it was simply on some welcome to New York, basically saying that they were just friends and that she's from across the street, being that they're both from the Bronx. He also revealed that he met Ice Spice the day before he was shot last year. I met Ice the day before I got shot, he says, literally the day before. He then explains that Ice Spice had even told him he was lacking and moving crazy when they met up in 2022. He additionally recounts meeting Ice Spice in his track June 22nd. So, remember when we talked about Gangsta Boo yesterday, the song, not the rapper, that Ice Spice had a line saying, what'd she say? I'ma slide with you to get back at your ops or something like that. And doing that in front of your boyfriend that's producing your music, producing the collabs with this nigga is crazy. That's nasty work. I don't give a fuck. Isis, you got some splaining to do. What the fuck going on? It's starting to feel like you might be on some bullshit. Y'all let me know. Now let's get back to the rest of what Baby Storm was saying. So here she puts up a text thread. And again, she says, remember when TJ, publicly asked ISIS for the watch back last year, Lil TJ threatened to kill Riot because she was playing with him too, and ISIS did not care. So she's saying Lil TJ was going to black out and try to take Riot off the earth. Okay? So there's a text that says, what did Benny say? The reply, and this is from Baby Storm to Ice Spice. What did Benny say? She says, never seen that side of him. He's scary. Benny was defending him, saying he's joking. I don't know. Oh, Benny the jeweler, because we did mention him, right? So she says, what did Benny say? She says, never seen that side of him, as in Lil TJ. He's scary. Benny was defending him, saying he's joking. So the jeweler is saying whatever TJ was talking about in terms of taking Riot out, Benny was saying it was a joke. Baby Storm comes back and puts question marks. Of course he would. There's nothing funny about that. The alleged Ice Spice says TJ was asking for the watch back, and I said no, it's my gift. Plus Benny gave it to me, as in the jeweler. Baby Storm says SMH. Ice, the alleged Ice, I'm gonna keep saying that, comes back and said he was like, you don't love Riot if you don't give it back. He was like, I'ma kill Riot if you don't give it back. So she's alleging that Lil TJ says, give me the fucking watch back. He must not have known that Riot was her dude. That's the only thing that would make sense. Y'all been out here soft launching this dating thing for a little minute, but behind the scenes, he didn't know that you was really smashing on your producer. For a free beat, you could do what? Think you was talking about the wrong person. Anyway, yeah. He was like, I'm gonna kill Riot if you don't give it back. Baby Storm says, imagine killing someone over a watch. Okay? That's the conversation that supposedly happened. Baby Storm comes back. There'll be more tomorrow. Good night to everyone, but especially my favorite fan base, the Barbs. Good night to the evil witch Nicki Minaj and Montero Dominion. And she says, by the way, we are officially in the age of Aquarius. This is my world now. From there, she jumps into the K. Michelle, Tamar Braxton issue that I talked about in my previous video. And she puts a photo of K. Michelle being 42 years old, basically saying, you're 42. What the hell are you doing? And she comes and says, oh, right. That's how I know you. The name sounded familiar. I don't take advice from botched 42-year-olds who are old enough to be my mother. Sit your bubble butt ass down. I won't address you again. Furthermore, she states, and I hate to break it to you, but Nicki is never going to give you that feature, my love. Imagine being a barb at 42 years old. Embarrassing. that was her last series of tweets, so she decided to take aim not only at Nicki, but also at K. Michelle. Some people jumped in her comments and said, hey, K. Michelle don't even rock with Nicki Minaj. What are you talking about? From there, she stopped speaking. Hopefully somebody reached out and gave her help, because I will say this. Two things can be true, possibly. These motherfuckers may really have a former friendship relationship, whatever they have. I'm talking about Baby Storm and Ice Spice. These texts could actually be real and valid. But whatever she's doing with some of these other people, it could also be a psychosis. She's off her meds. It could be any sort of combination of the two or three. Right? But again, I would love to see Ice Spice respond to some of this. It doesn't seem like she will. And that's where the mystery lies, is if this is actual facts or just a conjuring. Based on the way she presents herself, it could seem like a conjuring. But we ain't going to get into all that. Now, another thing that was revealed about this baby Storm is she has a video talking about the world ending or some shit, and that poor people are going to thrive when this new world is over with. Talking about her and her boyfriend, whomever the boyfriend is going to pay for every poor person to get out of the country. I would play it, but I just feel like it would be somewhat exploitation at this point, since we kind of feel like she ain't all the way right now. So that's all I'm going to say. Prayers up for this young lady. Again, I don't know what's real and what's not, but the storm is definitely still storming. All right? Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. And I will catch y'all on the next one, all right? I am done for the day. I will see y'all tomorrow with more daily content. I love y'all a lot. I will see y'all soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. But I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross some out, came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.